Hey, how's it going, Crimson? I hope you are all doing well. Most of you already know me. You were at the orientation. If you don't, my name's Nefarious. I'm your new coach official. It's very exciting. I'm very excited. Um, for those of you who sent me VODs already, thank you very much. I'm working on them currently. Uh, to be honest, the reason why I'm doing this right now instead of the other individual VODs is because I realized I was doing Mystics and I really need to polish up on my Mercy play. So I'm gonna go do my homework and then get back to you guys who I haven't gotten back to yet with the heroes that I'm not necessarily the most comfortable with. So for now, I want to give you guys all collectively something to work on and do one of the more general VOD reviews that you can all look at as a team. Um, I don't know. I kind of already said this earlier, but this will be more macro based stuff, more team coordination things, less mechanical because I can't really look and see what each individual person is doing. I'll be looking at positioning and coordination and that kind of thing. Um, so yeah, I think I'll just get this started. Wasting your time, and I'm looking forward to it. Let's go.
Sure. We'll look to pin someone against that front wall.
So they're running. The enemy team's running dive, and I think you guys talked about that earlier, and you knew
Yeah, they're
that, you knew that it was dive. So.
Diving, come up.
Yeah, that's an important call. That's good.
Get into a ball when they
I
die.
think as such, I'm just gonna talk about your comp for a little bit. This is a triple tank comp, which is old news. I hate to break it to you. The triple tank is basically dead. You see it run pretty infrequently by teams that basically pioneered the triple tank and that's all they know. So like Nip, you'll see them running every now and then. So three tanks isn't necessarily great. Generally, what I would like to see is, especially since you know Journey is a big Mercy person and Yosem is a big Pharah person, I would like to see either the Hog or the Zarya switch to a 76. I think double hit scan is the most surefire way to counter a Pharah Mercy because, to be frank, Soldier definitely can't do it. McCree can kind of do it, but it's difficult to shut down a Pharah Mercy combo. I think double hit scan is something that will really pressure that pharmacy and really get them to consider their hero picks. Yeah. So think about running either a 2-2-2, double hit scan, or if you don't have someone who can run hit scan, maybe like throw one of these guys, one of the off tanks onto, like, I don't know, honestly, maybe a Genji or maybe a Pharah of your own, something like that. I like a defensive Pharah, to be honest. Yeah, I think that would be the call. Yeah, so team comp wise, I think the Mercy Lucio, let's get rid of this. The Mercy Lucio is fine. Generally on defense, I kind of talk about this in Mystic Panda's VOD. I think Ana Mercy, if you're desperate to play a Mercy, is the way to go, or an Ana Lucio. I think Ana is really is just so good on defense. I still think she's pretty broken, and I know Fenris feels very comfortable on Ana. I don't necessarily know. I think you guys might need to have a discussion about your roles because I see Fenris on an off tank here, and from what I've seen from his competitive stats and what he's practiced, he plays a shitload of Ana. So I think you want him on Ana as much as possible. And basically what you want to do is you want to get teammates and get your team in roles that they're comfortable with and have them stick to it. Don't have people swapping between tanks and healers and DPS and all this janky weird shit because that's just gonna really hinder your practice potential and hinder your improvement in the long run. Don't necessarily main a single hero, main a role. So be really comfortable in the main support role or the off support or main DPS or whatever. So yeah, think about that and have a discussion about really getting people solid in their roles and things that they stick to. You call it dive, that's good. Right now I think the setup is fine.
Got the Winston. Oh, they got some charge one. That's it.
I need healing.
So there's the Ana effect right there, is what I call it. It's Ryan's thinking that they have a shitload of healing, which they do when there's an Ana, and they can get it whenever. And they kind of play aggressive. You see he was playing aggro up here, and I think that's understandable. You see a lot of Ryan's playing aggro up here. But Mercy can't necessarily dish out heals when Ryan's playing so aggro, and she can't really dish out the burst heals that Ana can. So subconsciously, Vergrim was probably expecting an Ana nade or something like that, because that's what he's used to. He's used to having those burst heals that are able to bail him out. So if you guys are running, especially since Lucio can't heal in a very large radius anymore, it's like you need to play a lot more passive if you're running this heal composition, because it's pretty restricted in terms of its radius. You need to really kind of be bunched up and make sure that nobody gets picked off, because right now you're fucked. I'm gonna be straight. Like, currently you guys are just royally screwed unless there's some hero play that comes out. But yeah, think about your heal setup.
Okay, we're down 1.
That's a
Call
good pick on
targets.
that.
Winston's half.
Winston.
Past half.
That's a good pick on the
Winston's dead.
Ferret.
Next target.
Lucio,
I know it's
right in
pretty
front of us.
scrappy. You seem to be trading out.
Kill Mercy.
We gotta kill Lucio. Or Zarya.
I'm gonna go through this again to talk about
Heads
this
up,
team fight, because it's a bit of a shit show.
Zarya's on. Farah's on point.
Genji's in our backline.
Here's another product of only having one DPS. You see how, I mean, Red died there to Nene. And you see how long this fight is lasting, and basically everybody's kind of just like poking at each other and not really doing anything. That fight lasted fucking ages, and this is the first frag to come out. Like, if you had a 76, I think this fight would be going very differently, because you'd have so much more damage. Fenris doesn't necessarily have charge. Hog doesn't have hooks as often as he used to. So his fragging potential is gone from fragging potential to pick potential, in my opinion. His hook is about getting picks and not about fragging in the middle of a team fight. He's not great at fragging in the middle of the team fight, in my opinion. So basically, you have no damage currently. And this was a potentially one team fight because, you know, the enemy team wasn't really doing anything to you either. They were kind of just posturing as well. It was basically a staring competition. And nothing really died because there's so much health and so little damage on both sides. But now Yosem's come back, and I don't know. We'll see.
Recover.
Mercy's dead.
Mercy's dead. Nice job.
I'm hiding. I'm
Ball
going.
next
He's
target.
out of position.
Revive.
Okay, clear channel. Grim, you're on target call, please. Let's keep it focused here.
So, I'm going to talk a little bit about strict comms. Because I don't know your guys' voices yet, but there's someone just in there talking about keeping comms clear and focusing targets. And here's my opinion on that whole thing. People in core, I've noticed, tend to get off on that kind of thing, on focusing targets and focus fire and clear robotic like comms where everybody's like beep boop boop, fucking killing this person now, beep boop boop, like they're dead, moving on to next target collectively as a team, beep boop. Like, okay, if you can manage to pull that off, more power to you, honestly. But in all of the teams that I've ever coached, none of them are that coordinated. Here's what needs to happen, and a lot of this comes with playtime. I'm gonna be honest, and the important thing is knowing people, knowing where the damage needs to go, where your damage needs to go. It's about personally seeing someone that you think is out of position or fraggable, or I don't know, or how you could help contribute to a frag that could be bigger, that could be big, and getting that damage down, and just knowing that. I know it's a bit fluffy, but a lot of it is game sense and knowing, like, okay, an obvious example is if Roadhog hooks a Winston, you just rail on that Winston. If Roadhog hooks an enemy Rhine, that Rhine should be dead the instant that Roadhog fires. Like, there should be no excuses for that Rhine surviving, save potentially a Zarya bubble and an Ananade. Potentially. Even then, it's a bit iffy. Like, that's a focus fire target. That's just, you guys should know that in your bones. And as you get better and as you work more as a team, you will come to understand, you know, what focus fire is in the middle of a team fight, and you won't need to call it out. And if the Mercy is out of position, you guys are gonna kill her because she's out of position and she's a threat. And that kind of just comes with time. I don't think you necessarily want to be super butthurt about clearing comms right now. I think you guys should focus more on mechanical stuff and learning, you know, where the damage needs to go without having someone on your team tell you, because it's already hard enough to focus on your own respective characters. You don't want to be micromanaging. The teams that I usually coach for, their comms are just hectic as fuck, and I tell them like that. It's just like, you know, there isn't really an IGL, and it's just a bit of a shit show, and I think that's good, honestly, in my opinion. If you guys don't like that, that's fine. But just try it out, see what feels comfortable, and be willing to work with each other and have a conversation about that. Someone has a loud keyboard.
When he jumps in, go Winston.
Genji's
They're
on me,
going
I
high
need heal.
ground. Genji's in. Focus Genji till Winston jumps, and then Winston.
Sorry's in.
Now
Sorry's in.
Winston.
That was a good call. I like the focus Winston right there. I like the pin. Ends up snagging a frag.
All right, try to get Zarya here.
Mercy's down. I killed Mercy. I
Mercy
killed Mercy down.
Okay.
Far down.
Far down.
Where's the-
Recover.
Zarya ran all the way back.
Nice bubble there.
I killed him. Support Grim. No, he's good.
All right, Colty, now you gotta pay attention to us.
Hey, Panda,
See
you're
how
gonna.
we're
As soon
dropping
as you
health.
first find a trouble, you're going up those stairs.
It's the same thing. Rinse and
Alright,
repeat.
same-
Right now, I'd like to hear some ult calls. Someone needs to be paying. I think you all need to be paying attention to what ults the enemy team has used, and which ones they might have. Once again, that's something that kind of just comes with time, and you'll learn to just kind of like sense shit and just be like, oh, that Zarya hasn't used ult in a while. She probably has it. But just, I don't know, have that discussion before a fight. Don't just, you know, talk about, I don't know, how your day was or some shit. I don't know. But I think ult calls right now are really important because what I'm looking at right now is gonna fuck you. What I'm looking at, and so is this. And if you're not prepared, if Mystic isn't prepared for one, I think ults is really important for the Mercy, is keeping track of ults and knowing how many ults the enemy team has used, and if a res right now would mean certain death to her team, or if they would have a chance. So yeah, I think this is really important because they have a full stack, and you guys don't necessarily know
for
that.
Genji ult and Zarya shit.
Oh,
I'm already hiding.
someone just said that.
Benny's half health up top.
That's awkward.
Woo!
Support.
Good
Support
call.
Hog.
I'm good.
Almost have Shatter. What do we have to combo? Anything? Genji's in.
Oh fuck.
So this pick was an inevitability, and I was going to call it out before, but he managed to survive twice, because he fragged. However, you can tell that the enemy team is coordinated. Indigo are a very strong team, and the fact that Red was standing up here alone is actually a death sentence. I'm not even kidding. Like, usually you have at least one or two people up there who are able to support each other, and McCree has so little maneuverability, like he's just gonna get dove, and now that you guys are at a disadvantage. they're
Focus
dumping
Winston
ults.
and Genji. Winston's in.
Winston's on me. Winston's on me.
They're all dead on point.
I'm dead.
Mercy's dead.
Genji needs to die. Genji needs to die. He's a con here from death.
I'm not there to call targets. Call.
It's alright. They're super low. They're weak on point.
I can call
I'm
targets.
coming in.
Can you res?
I'm coming.
Oh, fucking A. Instantly dead. We have a res coming.
Nope.
I'm only
Okay,
gonna make
hold.
one, yeah.
So
I'm coming back
your
with,
hog's making plays.
Black Hole.
Zarya's one. She's dead.
It's a good res.
Alright.
Support King. Support Hog. Support Hog.
Call that Mercy.
Oh fuck!
Coming in.
Oh fuck!
Get ready for grab.
Nice bolt. Nice bolt.
I'm ready.
Nope. No ults. No ults. Save him.
Sorry, it's pretty funny.
No, fuck.
Fuck.
There you go.
She's
Mercy's
dead.
So that was a bit of a hero play by your hog and by red there. Like they just kind of came out in a big way and just kind of fragged. They just kind of skilled on everyone on the enemy team. So I don't know. There's not much to look into there. I kind of already talked about how you gave up the advantage by letting red stand up there alone, and hopefully
Okay,
he learns his lesson.
Graham, back up.
Fine. Who's
There you go.
who's in behind?
Okay, we got Graham for the final push.
Alright.
What do we got?
Stay
The
behind
red.
him.
All their ults here.
Damn it, I could have clipped that and sent that to Mystic.
I'm gonna try to trickle them.
Don't get
Don't
picked.
overextend for it though. We got grab. It's an easy
I can
win.
do it.
Yeah, we can grab high noon.
I'm gonna hide for
Looks like they're all
Graham.
pushed in left room.
They got grab too, don't they? Spread out.
That's good. I like that call. Grab.
Winston's on me in
That's a
cafe.
good pin.
Graham's coming down. 3, 2. Nope. Holding.
Oh, Farah
There it is.
got me. Inside the hotel
I'm
cafe.
dead.
Pharmacy.
I'm dead. Yes, I'm killed.
Wilson's dead.
Should've-
Mercy. Don't let.
You have no healers. You have no
Oh,
healers.
she got me.
You have no
We're
healers.
We're good.
We're not done. Use high noon if you can.
I'm dead. Yeah, I'm running there.
Been any fragging out?
We're
That
not
was happening?
halfway down here.
Initiating with
Dulce,
Sunbury.
can you speed boost me? I'm
One.
behind.
Sound barrier.
Get on point.
in.
Get on
One
point.
point.
I can't.
Get on
I can't.
point,
Get
get
on
on
point.
point.
Get on point. Get on point.
Oh damn.
Yeah, we couldn't make it.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go over that because that was interesting.
Pharmacy.
Back more. Okay, so you pin in and you get Genji, so now you have the advantage. Now I need to talk about your guys' positioning mid team fight because it's a bit hectic. The fact that the enemy team is running dive does kind of fuck with you, and I think it is honestly a good call to kind of spread out and you kind of do that automatically. So I think it's fine. Generally, the problem I have with this kind of spread out defense, and you can tell like there's shit going here. You guys are all over the place. Is the McCree once again? I think a soldier would be much better suited because he has a self-sustain. If Red gets dived, he's just dicked. And he has so little support from his team. McCree's a really good hero, but he needs a lot of support because he has very little mobility. Most of the people on your team right now have mobility or self-sustain, and McCree doesn't. So, I think soldier would be a better pick. But I don't know. Now that I think of it, I was gonna say kind of, I don't know, be more critical of it, but I actually think that this is the call. If you're running against, if you were going against a death ball composition, then I think you would be playing more passive and reserved. Not necessarily more passive, but more grouped up and play more behind Ryan Shield.
Winston's on me in cafe.
So I think this is fine. It's fine.
Graham's coming down. 3, 2.
Don't cut down your grab. Put down the grab when, it looks good. This is just going to pressure you into actually throwing out a shitty grab.
Nope. Holding.
Oh,
You
Farah
always kinda
got
do.
me.
I mean,
Inside the hotel
two-person
I'm
grab
dead.
is fine, but
Pharmacy.
I'm dead.
in the end, it kind of screws you because it groups people up. And Colty frags, that's cool. See you. So this is another thing, like another problem with the spread out defense is Mercy hasn't really been able to get off a really fat res. And I'm talking about it in his VOD that I'm doing, and you really need to get big reses to justify the Mercy pick. Especially if you don't have a Pharah on your own team. Because in pro levels, Mercy is played, but 100% of the time it is with a Pharah on the team. So yeah, I think you guys need to look into that. Either having an Ana play up here with McCree, or I think that's the other option that you guys should look into, or maybe an Ana playing down here or down here. I think that might be the call, and that could prevent a lot of this hurt. Because right now what I've seen is Mystic getting picked twice, which is understandable because he gets solo ulted, and that's what good teams do, is they solo ult the Mercy so she can't get res, and there's nothing that the Mercy can do about it. I just think if the team was more grouped up, it would be a lot easier for the Mercy to get bigger reses off, and it would take a lot of pressure off of the Mercy, because when the team's all spread out, the Mercy has to like run around and shit, you know, to like heal up the different people. And that exposes her a lot. It doesn't let her sit back and, you know, heal from behind a corner and hide when she has to. So think about that. Running the Mercy and this weird spread out thing that you've got going on right now.
Yes, I'm killing.
Wilson's dead.
Mercy. Don't let.
You have no healers. You have no healers.
she got me.
You have no
We're good.
healers.
We're good.
We're not done. Use High Noon if you can.
I'm dead. Yeah, I'm running there.
We're not halfway done here.
Initiating with
Salty,
Samir.
can you speed boost me? I'm
One.
behind.
Sound barrier.
Get on point.
in.
Get on point.
I can't.
Get on point.
Get on point. Get on point. Get on point.
We couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't make it.
Close, guys.
Wow,
Alright.
Benny 1v2'd. Holy.
Let's recover.
You 1v3'd.
It doesn't matter. Focus next point. Alright, let's push up a little bit on the choke.
Support Grim.
Use
Support
this
Grim.
choke.
I got you, Grim.
They no longer have the Pharah, and they're running Tracer
Good. I like that call. Like that.
with Soldier.
Call Tracer. Tracer's right there. Tracer's on our backline. I got you, good.
Tracer's on our backline, and then look at how many peel. How many people peel. So, first off, what is Zarya going to do against a Tracer? Zarya can 1v1 Tracer, but it requires a very skilled Zarya. Not saying that Fenris isn't one, but it requires a lot of energy too, and Fenris doesn't have that. I know that because he just died. So, Lucio, not going to help in the Tracer fight. I think the Hog also turned. I don't know, you just had so many people peel, and now look. Ryan's kind of fucked. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna die, because I think Mystic makes the right call and is healing him. But he's gonna be taking a lot of heat because the entire team peeled for the Tracer.
I'm gonna get
Give me
pinned.
help. Give me help. Give me help.
And now, see, he died. He ends up dying, and I don't. That pin was questionable because his entire team was not looking and was not ready to support him. But in the end, he ends up dying because he felt pressured. So the fact that the entire team turned around there to deal with the Tracer, and because someone shouted out that Tracer was on our backline, made it sound all urgent and like a big disaster, even though it wasn't necessarily that at all. It's definitely a mistake. It's a mistake that I see a lot of teams doing. So think about, will I be able to actually help with this Tracer fight, or does my attention need to be to the front line? I think the only person that should peel in that case is the Hog. I think the Hog has to go and pressure Tracer. And even if he doesn't frag her, at least get her to, you know, off of your supports and get her running around and avoiding and being afraid of the hook. Because at that point it's a 5v5 and you're protecting your supports by, you know, pressuring her. So, yeah.
Lucio's way extended.
Nice.
Okay.
Good.
So you traded Ryan.
Tracer to the left, please.
No, I got fucked in the ass.
It's fine, it's
Oh,
fine.
we have a rest.
Focus
We have a
up.
rest. Use the ult. Use the ult. Ulti. Good timing.
That's a huge flashbang.
Soldier
Two
left.
ults. Two ults for them.
Then left.
There you go.
How the fuck did that happen?
They use two ults.
How's-
They use grab and tack fires.
How the fuck did that happen? Let me explain to you how that happened. So, you break it down because you think that this is a winnable fight. I'm not so sure right now. I think you guys are definitely at the disadvantage. One sec, let me go back a little bit farther and count the deaths. So you have 5 up right now. You
Good
kill
timing.
1 on the
Tracer to the
enemy
left,
team.
please.
Now you've traded Ryan's. So now the road's dead.
No, I got fucked in the
That's
ass.
2 dead.
It's fine, it's
Oh,
fine.
we have a res,
Focus
we have a
up.
res.
You res both.
Use the ult, use the ult.
So at this point, it is a 5v5. And okay. I think. I think Sunbird is fine. I think Sunbird. You're trying to initiate. Once again, you're pretty scattered.
Copy. Good timing.
Soldier left.
So Soldier flanks you and kind of just, skills on you a little bit. Nene's a really good player.
2 ults for them.
Finn, left.
And
There you go.
get pinned.
How the
So the Rhine kind of came in late there, and that was also part of the problem. I think the fact that the biggest issue here is just the lack of coordination. And I know that's a bit vague, but I think if you're running a Mercy, you need to die together because the 2-man res isn't good enough to justify the Mercy pick. Honestly, and I'm not blaming the Mercy because people always seem to blame the Mercy when it's not necessarily her fault. I think people need to die together and not and have that planned out, and like, okay, we're gonna die on cart, we're gonna crash cart, we're gonna try and get a couple kills so that once we get resurrected, we're not just all gonna die again. Because what I just saw you guys do is blow all of your ultis. In a very uncoordinated and not very, you just didn't really get the value out of them that a coordinated team would. So like, for example, the High Noon and Whole Hog, like, I think that was good. I don't think it was intentional, for one. I think appealing for Tracer was a big mistake, and that Rhine ended up dying, and that was one of the biggest deciders in this fight, honestly. Is the Rhine dying early and dying so early that he didn't get resurrected, and he ends up respawning and walking back, and you guys get screwed over by the Soldier ulti because of that. You get screwed over by the grab because of that. The grab might even, you never know. It's like, it's impossible to tell. Sorry, I don't know if I analyzed that very well, but let's just say shit started hitting the fan the instant that Ryan died there, and a lot of that happened because Ryan died early.
fuck did that happen?
They use 2 ults. They use grab and tech rise.
Alright, we need a good regroup. Don't get picked here before I
Yeah.
get back.
I like
I'm
that.
going
That's
second
good.
DPS.
Regroup, contest this as a team. You have time.
Benny jumps on me first every single fight. Yep. So does Yosam.
Behind
Or
Grim,
not so
stay
much now
behind
that
Grim,
he's
behind
Tracer.
Grim.
Oh,
Alright,
Tracer
I'm
behind,
dead.
Tracer
Ryan
behind. Tracer behind, Tracer behind.
I'm dead. Close again.
There's no healers.
gain as much ult charge as I can.
What's up?
We're dead. We lost
What did you
the-
say, SD?
Gain as much
Did I see you guys switch to Pharah?
charge as I can.
Yeah.
What's up?
So press Q to kill.
Alright, we need a good regroup. Don't get picked here before I
Yeah.
get back.
Pharah there.
I'm going.
I think it's a fine switch, honestly, considering the enemy team's comp. I think Nene is going to pressure him, and he ends up killing him anyways. I think that needs to be a call, first of all, that you're switching to Pharah so that Mystic knows. Because I think if Mystic stuck with Q more, Nene wouldn't have been able to kill him.
Second DPS.
Having a Pharah there is a big deal.
Benny jumps on me
And that
first
fight
every
would have
single
been a really
fight.
big deal.
Yep. So does Yosam. Or
Behind Grim,
not so
stay
much now
behind
that
Grim,
he's
behind
Tracer.
Grim.
Oh my
Alright,
Tracer
I'm
behind,
dead.
Tracer
Ryan
behind.
one.
Tracer behind, Tracer behind.
I'm dead. Close again.
There's no healers.
gain as much ult charge as I can.
Some of that was also you guys not moving together. I think people kind of came out. They kind of trickled out. Let me
So
show
does
you.
Yosam. Or
Behind
not
Grim,
so
stay
much now
behind
that
Grim,
he's
behind
Tracer.
Grim.
So like, see here how you guys have like this weird. So there's some people in here. There's some people in here, and then the Ryan's out here with his shield up, not shielding anything. And the Pharah's up here, dead. Rip. So like move out together behind the Ryan shield, and because look at what happens.
All right,
Tracer
I'm
behind,
gonna
Tracer
set
behind. Tracer behind, Tracer behind.
You all kind of try to run behind the Ryan shield, and like, I don't know, it's so hectic. There's just so much wacky shit happening. Like, Ryan's getting the shit CC'd out of him. He ends up getting pinned. Beat happens, and basically you guys just you get picked off individually, because you weren't working together as a team.
Gain as much
You
ult charge as you
not
can.
necessarily working. You weren't moving together as a team.
What's up?
And moving together as a team means moving with Reinhardt and,
What did you say,
and contesting
SD?
as a team.
Gain as much ult charge as you can.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm at 91 for Graf. What do we got?
We got Hammer.
I have Shatter.
One at a time.
Let's try to grab the Mercy. She's on the back on the soldier right now.
My ultimate is charging.
98 on Graf.
Can you
I have
bubble
mine
me
here.
here if I pin?
Yep, I go.
I think that's fine. Yeah, I like that. I
Lucio's
like the
one shot.
bubbling in the pin.
They're all down.
Huge shutter. Nice. So a lot of that play was set up by the call.
Lucio's one.
Bergrim saying, "Can you bubble me?" Fenris says, "Yeah." He
Shot.
goes in. He gets bubble. He doesn't necessarily get anything out of
They're
it,
all down.
but he gets himself in a position where he can make the play.
Good ult.
Reinhardt's dead.
I dig it.
Trace
And
on
it all
point, trace
came
on
from
point.
just a little bit of coordination.
We got it.
Some good
Clean him up.
good
That-
coordination.
Alright, Graf's ready.
Last minute, 160 seconds.
All right, let's hold it off. Don't use your grab next push. Use it for the last push.
Okay.
Let's hold it. If we have to die, we'll revive and then use grab for the overtime. Try to say that if
Behind,
he
they're
pins
flanking.
me.
Behind.
Back up a little bit. Watch out.
Three
Soldier's
teams
dead.
back.
Benny's down.
Keep backing up. Please.
You got a bubble.
Keep backing out. See, so that's a problem. I have a problem with that. Someone called for the back out. I think it was Fenris, and you guys are trying to pull back. And look what Ryan is doing. He's just like, he's going in. He's going balls deep. And like, I like going balls deep because you guys have the advantage. Press that. Make it happen. Like, they don't have the soldier anymore. Like, press the 6v5. Get that sweet old charge. Stagger him.
Ryan's one. Ryan's
Make a
one.
play. Don't fall back from a 6v5. Don't just let him respawn. Try and win that shit. But now Ryan might die.
Nope.
Ron's
Bubbles
almost dead
down.
there.
Guys, recover back on point.
Ryan dies. See? Ryan dies. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm Overwatch clairvoyant. And now, I would say you guys are at a disadvantage because you didn't press your advantage when you had it, and someone decided to fall back, and a few people listened and some people didn't, and now you're
back.
kind of screwed.
Keep
I am.
dropping. Drop.
Tracer's one.
My journey's down.
Ryan would be so useful
We're
here.
all dead first.
Benny's down.
Ryan would be
Yes, I'm
a big difference in
The
discouraging
DPS
that
is down, the DPS
grab.
is down.
Die, Colty.
I'm dead.
Die, bitch.
Okay, whatever. You can
back with
stay alive right now.
Red set up.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fuck.
I'll die when I feel like dying.
Oh shit.
So now you're kind of trickling
Res,
in
grab, wipe
because you're like, nice. I like the res grab. It's a good call, and it was a correct call.
Nice.
Clean them off.
Where's the Mercy?
Heroes never die.
There. she was.
Payload's ready to roll.
Kill Zarya, kill Zarya, kill Zarya, kill Zarya, kill Zarya, kill Zarya.
So right now,
Lucio's on point.
all this is
Lucio's
just
the one
individually
Good.
you guys
Yeah.
doing better
Lucio's
than
half, Lucio's half.
others, than
Okay,
the
down
other team.
and
There's like
Oh,
that's just
we have to go all
a
the way.
hectic team fight, and that
Almost
happens,
full,
and
full
that a
health.
lot of that boils down to individual skill, and I'll be talking about you guys with that individually. So yeah.
That was
I think I'll probably
fucking
call it there. Just because I don't want to give you guys too much shit to look through. Also, I'm kind of tired. So I think this was a pretty long recording session, and it'll give you guys enough to think about. In summary, think about your support picks. Think about your positioning on first point when it comes to like cafe and stuff like that. Think about your Rhine play. and how that's relative to your support picks, and how much room he has to swing and push up and that things. Think about coordination behind Rhine Shield, moving together as a team and working on that. You can work on that in comp, where you just kind of move together as a big clump, because if you have McCree, you're running Deathball, and you want to move together and have people supporting each other and not have this big spread out clusterfucky thing where you're just relying on individuals fragging out and individual plays, because that's not necessarily always going to happen. So yeah, I hope this was good. It's been a little while since I've done this, so it's not, I don't know, I don't feel like it's not quite as good as my usual stuff, but I think some relatively good things for you guys to think about and work on. But yeah, I will keep on working on your individual things and let you know each individually where I'm with that, and have those done as soon as humanly possible. Until now, I hope you all do well. Good luck in your scrims, and I'll see you around. Bye, guys.